Yeah.
Yeah. Hey. Dang.
Oh, it's up now.
Damn.
Go to sleep. That's for the grown.
That's a whole bop right there, man. You gotta be focused in, locked in.
Come on. That's for the grown.
Hold on, man.
Grown and sexy.
You got a show to do, man. Hold on, I'm tuned in, man. Hold on, man.
I know it's only noon.
Right
Goddamn.
now. Yo.
Goddamn, it's only noon. So what's good, people? SouLTopiA Radio.
Yo.
This is episode 32.
32.
I'm DAHT.SOUL. On the other side of myself, this is JT.
What's good with you?
We out here on Hollywood Boulevard today.
Yeah, the streets is out here like they grinding today.
Yeah, I know. It's a little light outside.
Yeah,
right
look like
now.
a workload day.
Yeah.
Don't look like a summertime vibe.
It don't. I like it. It's a little gloomy, but
I mean, we all out here working.
all time.
Know it.
Right. So, hey, today's a very special show, y'all.
Why is that?
It's been a minute, since we had some guests.
This is true.
Guests.
This is true.
Guests.
But I think today will definitely step us up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
The vibes are all around.
Always.
Y'all hear the thing that's playing. You know what I'm saying? Southern California's very own.
Come on now.
Inglewood's very own.
LA's on.
LA's on.
LA's on. You know what I mean?
Probably heard his new single, Ven Aquí.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I passed by it a couple 100,000 to 1 million times and
Oh yeah.
just didn't realize, you witnessing greatness.
I'm saying probably heard him on Selection Heavy. I know I have.
Okay. Talk about it.
I love that.
I got to definitely. I know he's everywhere.
Yeah. Everywhere in Big Poppin'. All right, we got K. Franklin in the building, y'all.
Yo.
Yes, sir.
Now, what's going on, champion?
I'm blessed. I'm happy to be here.
Blessed to have you, my G. We appreciate you, man.
Blessed to have you here. We chilling out here on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yes, sir.
I know, not even the views are immaculate.
Yeah. It's a little gloomy, but I actually fall time is my favorite time
Right.
of year.
You're right. You see the jacket,
The hoodie weather,
layers.
yeah. Hoodie weather.
See, you got the crew neck on right now.
Ready.
JT got the hoodie.
Comfy, cozy.
I got
Comfy and cozy.
Cozy
Yeah,
weather
man.
right now.
It's that time. So what's going on, my brother?
Man, like I said, I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just dropped that single.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and
Yes,
the
sir.
video is out.
Video just
Okay.
came out a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Shot it in the Dominican Republic, where I got this broken wrist over here too.
Hey.
Good
Same
times.
song. Yeah,
AC.
memorable.
Yeah. Memorable. Battle
Never
scars.
gonna forget it ever
There
in
you
my
go.
life.
Battle scars. That's what I love to hear. Explain that. How did it end up in the DR?
Well, we were kind of already planning to go there at some point anyway, just to catch some vibes. But once I did the song, it just kind of made sense. But putting two and two together when it comes to the aesthetics of Dominican Republic and just the vibe of the song altogether. So it just it's kind of like a no-brainer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who doesn't want to shoot a video
I
in DR?
gotta get my passport life together.
Come on,
Come
man.
on, man.
Hey, man.
bro.
I done some things I wasn't supposed to do back in there. We'll talk about that later. though, man.
See,
But yeah,
that's
yeah.
fine. Yeah, I definitely.
You gotta get that worked out.
I got
Yeah,
my
yeah,
Joseph Puerto Rico.
Definitely got
last
Puerto
year.
Rico. No, but that's U.S. territory. That's home.
Yeah, you don't even need a passport. for
Yeah,
Puerto
yeah.
Rico.
Shout out to
Didn't.
back home from Puerto Rico.
Yeah, what's wild? We didn't, but for some reason, they was like, if you don't have one,
Oh, they trying to play y'all.
He ain't
Yeah,
coming.
don't let them play y'all like that.
Birth
Certificate.
I wasn't bringing none of
That
that.
sounds tricky to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, it did. It was a little tricky.
That is not the Carnival Cruise.
Having to
That's not-
upload them COVID cards and stuff.
Nah, yeah, bro.
Yeah,
That's
come on, it's a
They
little
had,
wild.
they had to do the most.
Yeah.
It's a little wild. I didn't understand it. I didn't get it at all.
So with the video, how long did it take to shoot?
We did that all in one day.
Oh, damn.
All in a day?
Yeah.
Oh, it was a party all day.
Right. Let's get this over with so we can just get to what we
But
need
we
to
was
do.
vibing too. It wasn't like we just. I mean, like if you watch the video, a lot of it is us just literally in the vibe of DR. It wasn't even like we planned out a lot of what we were doing. Like we knew what we wanted to do, but at the same time, we wanted to make sure we caught the essence of what it means to just be out there and be with the people. Because they have a beautiful culture out there. There's a lot of things to see and to do out there. So we didn't want to just make it seem like it was all about some conceptual video when
Gotcha.
we have the aesthetics of a beautiful beautiful country.
Right.
So
Yeah, gotta make it as organic as possible. 'Cause, I
100%.
mean, I ain't gonna front. Like this doesn't look like a set. This just looks like it's in there in the vibe heavy.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Hell yeah.
Well, if y'all haven't
Super
seen this
heavy.
video, check it out.
Yeah, I just about to say, man, because I got so many, you know what I mean, questions about the Dominican Republic. Now, somebody please send me a brochure or when I get there. You know,
Man, the answers wouldn't do the experience justice.
Okay,
you,
there it
you
is.
Just, you just gotta go. You gotta go for yourself, man.
all right, I'm looking at it. It says writing credits: Joyce Wright, It's Nothing Light; Dom Kennedy, It's Nothing Light; Problems, Good With You; Wiz Khalifa, Soul Collection Crew,
SouLTopiA.
Soulection.
The Soulection.
Because that was the first one. Okay, because I'm
Yeah.
definitely I'm putting on game on that one.
Yeah. I've
Oh
been
no,
putting-
that's heavy game right
Yeah, I've
there.
been putting
Okay.
people on.
Okay.
I've been putting people on selection, man. I love that show.
To have the credits that you do, what does that take? Do you feel like, because those are serious names? I feel like those people don't just work with anybody.
I mean, yeah, it's building relationships. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like, I feel like that comes before anything else anyway. Like, I'm the type of person, there's so many talented people out here.
Right.
Yeah, no, for
So,
sure.
like, for me, it's not just about what you can bring to the table talent-wise. Like, I actually want to work with people that you know, I really enjoy being around and talking to, and
For sure.
you know, we can share, you know, like-minded things outside of music too. I think that always makes the music better at the end of the day. So
Respect.
those relationships came off of just good people, you know what I mean? Not even necessarily like, oh, let's work, you know what I mean? Like, it ended up being that, which I'm thankful for. But
Okay.
it was more so just on some humble, you know, like, let's just be cool, you know. And then, you know, as time goes by, we ended up making some great music. Me, Joyce, me and Dom, me and Prob, Casey Veggie's heavy, Domo Genesis. You know, there's a lot of, especially a lot of LA people I rock with, because you know I'm from the city, so
Okay.
I know a lot of people out here, and we just all rock with each other, you know, on some personals.
Because I'm being brought in. I'm an out of towner. I've been here for a while now, but I'm out of town. I'm from Virginia.
Okay.
So as I've
Ooh,
been
a lot of talent out there.
Yeah, so as I've been digging, you know,
Man,
going
no.
through everything, man,
Man.
I have become a Dom Kennedy fan. So to see like y'all had collabed, I can't.
Yeah.
What's the record that you guys? You did?
Well, we have, so the song that you guys intro with,
Yeah.
When the Kids Go to Sleep, that's my song, but he's featured on that.
Let's go.
That was the first release that we
again.
did together, but then he dropped his album From the West Side with Love 3, and Deep Thought, the song Deep Thought on there. We shot a video for that and everything
Now you
out there in Malibu.
You think
Where
I'm
we recorded the
bullshit,
song.
man? But since you played that song and now you done told me when I would give it, that's on my playlist now, bro. I ain't bullshit, man.
Man,
That's
gotta be on everybody's
my
playlist.
playlist.
And
Yeah, man.
Dom murdered that too.
Yeah, bro.
Dom went
Murder.
crazy.
Merc.
Dom went crazy. That's one of my favorite verses. Like, not on some bias because it's my song, but it's one of my favorite verses from Dom. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Nah, that
Not gonna lie
bro's
to
definitely
you.
snapping on there.
Yeah,
Like,
being from LA. Where does this all start from? Like, where's the beginning?
Well, it started before I was even born. My grandfather, John Barnes, rest in peace. He passed away earlier this year. But
Rest in peace.
he had an illustrious career before I was even born. He was good friends and a producer for Michael Jackson.
Okay, that ain't life, man.
Shaka
That's
Khan, Whitney Houston, Quincy Jones. Like, the list just goes on crazy. So
That's
he was doing
heavy.
all that before I was born, and still in it after I was born too. He gave me a saxophone when I was 4 years old.
okay.
That transformed to me playing clarinet and some keys too, because he was a keyboardist. But it runs in the family, man. I feel like I had no choice. You know what I mean? I was born in, like, my holidays were, you know, jam sessions in the living rooms. You know, like that's where I grew up on. So I feel like it's just kind of like a rite of passage. Like, you know, just me coming up in that kind of family. I'm just
Right.
you know, I'm just carrying the torch at this point.
Early on, do you realize the tools that you've been given? That's special, man. Like, you know.
I mean, it's hard to when you're a kid and you grow up in it, because that's just all you know.
okay.
Right.
So for me, it was like, you know, second nature. So I wasn't really thinking too deep on it. I was just doing it because, you know, this is what the family does. It didn't really set in for me until like I was like 8 or 9 years old.
All right.
When I really wanted to do music, because that's when I fell in love with hip hop. Nas, Outkast. My favorite songs of all time, hip hop, or a couple of them are Nas, One Mic, Outkast, Rosa Parks. So those two songs is what I used to print out lyrics, you know, from azlyrics.com type shit, and then
I know you. I remember
yeah,
that. Okay.
and then take it to school and memorize the lyrics, and that's what made me want to write.
that's throwback.
So yeah, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yo, that's how I
Yeah.
learned Lucchini from Camp Low.
Hey, man.
That's how I
This
learned
is
that.
it. What? Yeah, that sounds
Shout out to
crazy.
Nas for one mic. They did you dirty at the at the Hollywood Bowl.
Oh.
As Nas did one mic, they cut his mic off.
What?
Wow.
True story.
Hey,
But it was legendary
know
though.
that.
The whole moment was legendary though. You know, so
Man,
I appreciate y'all for
incredible.
coming out.
You can't quiet the legends. You know?
man, at all.
Do you have any stories like with you and your grandfather, like though he worked for those people, like being in a room with like Michael Jackson or like being in a room with like a Stevie Wonder or somebody like that?
One moment. Before we go there,
You see, I'm excited, right?
I know.
I'm trying to.
man,
You know,
man,
talking this.
We gotta try to spread this.
Always, man. We gotta spread it.
Nah, that's
Pause.
love. It's SouLTopiA Radio. We're gonna take one little small break and then we're gonna get right back into it.
Yo.
All right. Y'all better roll something. All right. West side.
I don't mean to impose, but I wanna see what's under them clothes. Get close, let me get a good look, yeah. Model eyes, how to tell a good looking.
Been working out, she got her grip tight. Keep texting my phone, what's going
Welcome
on
back.
tonight? Hand on
That's
her
Soul-
ass when we
SouLTopiA
G-slide.
Radio.
Yeah.
Hand
Got
on
K
her
Franklin
waist, we
in
go
the
side to
building.
side.
No,
These
go,
niggas
man.
get emotional, overdose. I'm
Yeah,
smoking
before we took
trees
the
out
break,
Malibu
JT had
with
an incredible
Clico.
question, and
Marathon
I'm
John
sure
got the bag
a
of
lot of us
dumps.
want to hear.
2 nights in a
Hey, yo,
row,
Hope,
damn,
but
this bitch
before we
slow.
just came out, I got some information that I really got to hear this story.
Oh yeah, we definitely.
So let me set it up. Michael Jackson in an all drippy Nike tracksuit. Let's go, K. Let's go. Tell these people how.
Oh man, this is such a long story. I'm trying to condense it, but
Okay.
so at one point in time, later on in Mike's life,
Yeah.
he was living in Bahrain with the royal family of Bahrain, and he was still doing music out there. So all of Mike's closest, music people he brought out there too. My grandfather's basically living out there for
Okay.
9 months out of the year for like maybe three to 5 years straight. So
Now I know you're trying to condense it, my brother, but I have lack of knowledge. Where the hell is Bahrain?
Bahrain is a Middle Eastern country. It's on the eastern side of Saudi Arabia, if I believe. Yeah, it's far out. It's far
So we
out.
in Saudi Arabia.
It was outside.
Michael Jackson, your grandfather. Okay, keep going.
Picture
Yeah,
painting.
yeah. It's a separate country, but it's right next to Saudi Arabia. But I was young. I was probably like 16, 17 years old.
So you got a visual of this.
Yes, man. I mean, who would forget? You know what I mean? But yeah, so me and my mom and my sister, we all went out there to go visit my grandfather because he had been gone for a while. So we stayed out there for like a month.
Okay.
I missed like 2-3 weeks of school to be out there. But
Yes, you should.
yeah, and that's back when I had just started producing. I was using Reason, learned that from my uncle. But I was making beats, and my grandfather had mentioned it to Mike that that me and my sister and my mom were coming and that we all did music and all that kind of stuff. So we're in some lounge room. I can't even really describe the room, but it's like it's in this big ass house. Me and my sister, we just in there. I think she's watching the movie, and I'm in there making a beat. And all of a sudden, my grandfather and Mike just walk in the room, and I'm sitting there like trying to act cool, like act like I don't even see him. I'm still making my beat, and I'm like, oh shit, like.
That's Michael
But
Jackson.
he walked straight up to my sister, and he already knew, he had already had information from my grandfather, so he walked up to her like he knew her, like I'm not gonna say the conversation, but he had a little conversation with her. Then he walked over to me. He was like, you must be Khalil. My real name is Khalil. He was like, you must be Khalil, and I'm like, yeah, you Michael Jackson, like what, like. And he's like, man, I heard you make beats, man. I really want to hear you beats, like play something for me sometime. But when he walked in, it was so left field for me because he was wearing an all Nike tracksuit. He was cozy as hell. Like he wasn't wearing. Usually when you see Mike out or anywhere, like if you look up pictures of Mike, he's not in nothing regular. Like
Rhinestones
if you Google Michael Jackson right now and look at all the images, you're not gonna find nothing cozy or regular. But he was super regular, like something you would wear right now. But yeah, man, that was crazy. I'll never forget that.
I just
Never
want to
forget
say to everybody,
Gotta
okay,
reiterate.
that is the biggest. Hey yo,
Michael Jackson in a Nike tech.
Yeah, he was cozy. He was definitely
just
cozy.
straight cozy, just
Yeah.
Zipped all the way up.
and was like, how you doing? I heard you make beats. You know what I mean? Like you.
Yeah, on some super chill. Like he knew me. I'm like, this is wild. Like
Talk to you in this deep voice.
biggest artist. Actually, it was pretty
Like,
soft.
yeah,
It was pretty
like,
soft,
okay.
it was what I thought it would sound like, you know.
I
but-
can't lie. I'm shocked you still want to just give us music, bro. Because after that, like, I would have been like, hey, you know, like, ain't really
Jackson
too
know me. He
right.
know I make beats.
Mike know me by my government, bro, and we was kicking it.
Hey,
Yeah, we were
that
hanging
type of
out.
stuff is motivating.
Man,
It makes you want to get to that type of point, you know, because especially when somebody comes in who's as great as he is and as humble as he is too, you know what I mean? It gives you hope that you can do that too, because like I said, like, you know, good people before good music, in my opinion. So, you know, it was motivating for me, you know.
So for your grandfather,
Yeah.
definitely his name being mentioned with the greats. What other greats is he mentioned with besides Michael Jackson?
Shaka Khan, Whitney Houston, man, I want to say damn near everybody. Not
Okay.
gonna lie to you, like the credits just go on and on. You know, Michael Jackson's definitely the most notable, but you know, he was just a genius in his own right. He was like the unsung Quincy Jones. You know, he had his hands in everything.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, I mean, and Shaka is like a good family friend of ours too. Like I grew up in like Shaka's house, so I have a lot of memories of, you know, just being around her. She's an amazing person. She's one of my favorite people on earth.
Respect to the queen.
Yeah,
Shaka Khan.
she's amazing. But yeah, I mean, his resume is just out of this world. Like, you look up his credits and even some stuff he wasn't really credited for. I mean, not credited for, but people. There's
He
some
was a
things I
part of it,
learned.
they don't.
There's some things I learned after he passed. I was like, I didn't even know he did that. Like, you know, the piano intro for "I Will Survive."
Come on, man.
He played that, and I didn't even know that. It took me until he passed away for me to even hear that story. So it's like things like that. I'm like, man, like this. It just
From the
goes
hood,
on. It
Kay.
just goes
I'm from
on
the
and
hood.
on.
I'm from the hood. You gotta excuse me. I'm from the hood. I know that, but
He got to hear it. That's
Come on,
incredible.
Nah, it's wild.
Now,
Wow.
as far as like your production goes,
Yes, sir.
you know, how'd you go about getting that out there and then turning yourself into an artist? Was it production first, then an artist, or how did that?
It was definitely production first, what I took seriously. I couldn't find beats that I liked that I wanted to write to, because back then it was harder. Like not many people were just producing all the time, you know what I mean? Not like how it is now. Not everybody had a laptop like that. So you was getting beats off of like SoundClick or, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So and funny enough, I work, you know, so my producers right now, Mike and Keys, how I first even heard of Keys was on SoundClick. And so him and Johnny Giuliano were the only two people whose beats were like, they're out of here. Like
Johnny Giuliano.
Yeah,
Man,
and Johnny
that's a
Giuliano,
dope.
he's like the godfather of like
Nice.
kits. Like he was like the person first putting out them kits like that. But yeah, I heard them names, and they were the only two people who were, you know, really doing their stuff. But or in my opinion, they were really going crazy. Yeah, there's some other ones, but those two were just out of this world. So I wanted to make beats like that. So that's what got me into it, because I didn't want to just take beats that anybody had access to.
Right,
So.
right.
You know, that's where I got to start from. But it's funny because, like, I want to say like 5-6 months after that, my uncle Phonics, him and Mike and Keys and a few other people started a production team called the Futuristics. So when I first met Keys, I was like, "You're not Jay Keys from SoundClick, are you?" Like, and he's like, "Yeah, like how you know?" I'm like, "Bro, I've been listening to your beats way before, you know,
Forever,
like,
right.
yeah." So it's funny how things come full circle. You know, I've known Mike and Keys for a long time, and they knew me as a producer, and I sent them a song that I did like 3 years ago with me singing, and they were like, "What the hell? Like, where did this come from? Like, we thought you just, you know, the little kid producing, you know,
Oh,
back
no.
in the day."
Oh no.
Yeah, so that's how we got our start working together. But yeah, I definitely took production seriously first when I was like maybe like 13, 14 years old in high school. Everybody in my school know me as the rapper / producer. So
Yeah, the
so-
music guy.
Yeah, I was the guy in high school. Everybody knew, like, even rapping at, you know, recess and lunch, like all that kind of shit, bro. It was.
So you just winning talent shows. You out here just like, ain't no need for me
No-
to actually
no
like
lie,
sign
yeah.
up.
No
You know
lie,
K
yeah.
gonna be there. You know he gonna do his thing. Just
That's how it was, man.
let me ask you
What
with
can I
the
say?
with the music you make, because I'm wondering now, because of your skill set of being able to play instruments.
Yeah.
Do you apply that now in your production, because we're so digital these days? But do you still do like the, you know, incorporate that live sound?
Yeah, I mean, of course, not necessarily from me all the time. I mean,
Right.
A,
No, of
a lot
course.
of a lot of our production does come from live instrumentation.
Okay.
I haven't in recent years incorporated my saxophone into my music. I have a few singles out with me playing saxophone on it, but I've just been more so locked in at being an artist these days.
Understood.
Where I'm one of those. I'm kind of like tunnel vision.
Tunnel
Like
vision.
I want to master my craft, so I just kind of put everything else to the wayside. You know, for now, for me to like really zone in on what it means for me to be an artist right now. 'Cause that means the most to me at the moment. So. But yeah, there's been times where I definitely incorporate my own instrumental skills, with my production for sure.
Hey, yo, I can go for that because we got K here. Like I said, I'm gonna make sure try to get many gems as possible, bro. Talk to them.
No, you good.
Okay.
What do you use to produce right now?
Reason.
Oh, you still
still
Yeah, I'm
use
still
it?
on Reason. Yeah, I can't show y'all because my wrist, but I got it tatted on me. Like I've been using Reason since I was 12. My uncle Phonics, who he did No Role Models for J. Cole. He's a part of Dre's camp. He's my favorite producer of all time. He's the one who got me on Reason. I used to watch him.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, I used to watch him make beats on Reason like 24/7. So he's the one.
I'm not even gonna lie. My pops, he got me Reason. I think it was Reason 7.
Okay.
When I was interested in making beats, I wanted an MPC, but he was like, "No, I'm gonna get you something a little different."
I got reasons when I got tired of using EJ something. You remember that? It was
I don't know.
Yeah,
It sounds like some old school shit.
Yeah, it was old school, bro. Compact computers. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, this is SouLTopiA Radio. This is our last break. We'll be right back with K Franklin. I'm DAHT.SOUL. That's JT over there.
You're
Yeah, sir.
Gotta keep it humble, call plays out the huddle. I put this shit together like a puzzle. Let's go. What some people do for fame, it just leave me puzzled.
They try and get me, they try and get me, and
Y'all hear
they
it?
try and get me
Like, what's going on, y'all? SouLTopiA Radio. Welcome back.
yes, sir.
I'm DAHT.SOUL. It's K Franklin.
Yes, sir.
JT.
It's good with you.
All right. Dropping a single, dropping videos.
Then I key.
Yeah. Now, what's up with the project album? Working on one? I know
Yeah.
you always working. Always
for
working.
sure.
But are we formulating something?
Yeah, definitely. Like I mentioned earlier, my producers Mike and Keys. We've been working heavy for the last 3 years. I probably got over 400 joints with them. But yeah, like,
Nice.
I'm a workaholic, bro. I don't know nothing else.
We got
but,
a few albums.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, we do have something that we're definitely putting together for the top of next year. Not sure exactly when. I'm hoping around Valentine's Day.
Okay.
But things change. But we'll see. But yeah, we've been working on that for the last, I want to say like 5-6 months or so. Getting that straight. Like, and I'm the type. It's hard with me too. I know sometimes my team probably gets frustrated because I'm one of those, like, we might have a project done, and then I'll record another song that's like, and they're like, damn, like there's no way we can't not use this now. And I'm like. So I put my team in a predicament all the time because I'm just constantly, putting out music, and I'm not saying all of it is hits, but damn near, So it's like it's like sometimes it gets hard to choose, but we are, more so focused on putting out like, a very like cohesive sound, and making sure that it's all conceptually where we want it to be, because I'm a firm believer in like actually like well put together projects. Like I don't like just putting random songs next to each other just because they're they're good songs. Like certain vibes need to be felt in an experiential way where it's not just one song that you gravitate to. I want people to listen to the whole project and be like, damn, from start to finish, whether I have songs that I liked more than others, I felt I got what I want, what I feel like K wanted me to get out of this. So that's what we're focused on right now, is making sure that it's just cohesive in that manner. But yeah, we got projects for days. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's kind of hectic on our hard drive right now.
Oh, no, I bet it's a few hard drives.
I was going with so many songs. How would you describe your sound then to those?
I mean, it's versatile. I mean, like I still keep the West Coast in a lot of what I do, but I'm heavily inspired by the Detroit sound. Jay Dilla is my favorite, one of my favorite producers of all time. So there's a lot of there's a lot of that influence in what I do too. And I also come, mentioning my grandfather again, I come from a funk and R&B and like 80s pop, era of music too. So I don't know. I feel like I have just so many sounds that it's like I said, like the main focus now is making sure that we put out products that are cohesive in that, in that way, so that I can still bring to you all these different sounds, but make it make sense at the same time. So it's not just like you hear one thing and then next week it's like, yo, where did this come from? I mean, but I actually like, flipping things on people's heads like that. I like, with the single Vin on Key, it's like a little, I'm kind of, doing like just, rapping more so, but the next single people gonna be blown because I'm gonna be singing my ass off. So
okay,
it's
singing.
Yeah, man, I really sing. So but I want people to see all those different sides because I can do all those different sides. I have a lot of range, so I don't want to be put in any one box.
Right.
Like I want to be able to bring
Be
all
an
these.
artist.
Yeah, be a real artist. Like really self-express.
One thing I be saying is like, people be thinking outside the box is not even to have a box to begin with.
Sure. For sure.
So I mean, we've been hearing the versatility so far,
Yeah.
and it's a blessing, to hear in a world of, where people don't have their own personalities right now. They picking it up from social media and
Sure.
different things. It's good to see people staying true to like where they come from and and what they could actually do and give to these people listening.
100%.
The homie said he's a chef. He makes gourmet. Okay, so he can give it to you, however you like, but he's going to serve it that is palatable, on the plate for you.
This is no fast food.
Exactly that part.
All right.
Sure.
Hey, so we are on the West Coast.
For sure.
You are heavy into hip hop, so I need to ask you about your Rushmores. So there's gonna be 3 I'm gonna ask you. All right. I'm gonna ask you your West Coast Mount Rushmore, your all-time Mount Rushmore.
We talking rappers?
Yeah, we'll go rappers.
Rappers?
This will be rappers. So West Coast
All
rappers,
time.
all time, and then trap.
All right, well, West Coast, Snoop. Snoop was definitely number 1 for me
One.
because he's bigger than music.
Come on. B.O. double.
Man, it's hard. I mean, Kendrick,
2.
Okay.
he's put out some of the best albums in the last 10, 15 years.
It's a wild run.
He's going crazy. I mean, Nip, just because he means so much to the city in general. Like I said, he's bigger than music too, but his music was incredible.
Yes.
Damn, well, I need another one, huh?
Yeah, need one more.
Damn.
That's a dominant Rushmore.
Crazy.
Yeah.
If I'm going just off of my personal favorites, not even necessarily like who I put.
There you go.
It got to be Quick, DJ Quick.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. That's just my personal favorite as a rapper and producer. Out of here.
Hey,
DJ Quick said, first you get the money. I ain't even gonna quote. I ain't even gonna do that. But don't be no dummy. Okay, that's all I'm gonna tell you, man. All right, shout out to DJ Quick, man.
Yes, sir.
Right.
I grew up on Quick. That's what I'm talking about.
Now we're going all time. I know I'm doing a little weird probably, but now we're going all time. Rappers.
West Coast? Oh, but we just did West
we just
Coast.
did West
But
Coast.
rappers.
Now it's rappers all time. All time.
All time.
I mean, Jay-Z, for sure. He's like undoubted. It's like not saying Michael when you talk about best and
When you're talking about music, it's like not saying Mike.
Yeah, sure. And anybody who doesn't have Michael Jordan, they top 5 or
Michael
top
Jordan,
top
Michael
3
Jackson, Mike
Yeah,
Tyson.
you really a
all
hater.
time.
You really a
yeah,
hater.
yeah, you really, yeah, for
You
sure.
really a hater.
Or you just ignorant. But yeah, so Hove,
Okay.
One.
just because he's one of the reasons why I even do music in the first place. Andre 3000.
Let's go.
3. Stacks.
Yeah, he's incredible. Not even just as a rapper, just as an artist in general. He's to me, he set the blueprint for how I want to be an artist.
Okay.
Damn.
He walks around with a flute and plays it.
Hey, but this man played a saxophone.
He earned
you know
that.
what I'm saying?
He earned that.
That's what I'm saying. That's awesome.
Yeah, he definitely earned walking around with that flute.
That flute, just freedom.
Man, I mean Nas, he's also one of the reasons I do music too.
Nas.
Man,
One more.
it's difficult. It's
I know,
difficult.
man. So much.
I'll go with Kendrick.
K. Dot.
Okay.
Go with
K.
K. Dot. Yeah.
That's another.
Like I said, I might be biased because from the city, but
I mean, I think people are crazy when they don't mention him. I'd be like, you guys are nuts.
His albums are proof in itself, and his
Guys are nuts.
classic albums.
Right now, trap.
Download your favorite podcasts and listen.
Dirty trap.
Damn, I mean,
YouTube Premium.
it wouldn't even. I don't know if there would even really be trap without Jeezy.
See,
Thug Motivation 101 changed my life,
Thug
bro.
Motivation 101.
everybody was getting in trouble. At
Shout out to
school for
Southeast
wearing them
Virginia.
shirts,
Hey, man.
them snowman shirts.
Shout out to Newport News.
Jeezy and Gucci, they like top. They
the gods.
Yeah, for sure. They the goats, and they still going too.
Yeah,
Still going.
that part.
I personally like, in terms of like semi newer era. I mean, Young Thug is one of my favorites. Yeah, he's just, his mind is crazy. How he approaches everything is fire.
The homie.
Damn, what's that, 3, huh?
Yeah, you had 3 go. One more.
Damn, that's hard, man.
Yeah, man.
Do you include production from the trap, or do you like?
We going rappers.
just straight rappers.
We going rappers.
Rappers.
Because
Man.
I'm gonna go producers. I could go producers too.
Yeah, that's what I say, man. Because
Some wild.
Number 4.
Yeah, who's 4? Because I have one in mind, but again, this is yours. This ain't mine. This ain't about me.
Man, I don't know if it's controversial to say, but I love Kodak, man.
All right.
I love Kodak. It might be controversial, but look,
Hey.
that's
when it comes to his music,
speaks to me.
people love
in
Kodak.
a way that I didn't even know I understood.
Bro. Hey, that's how I forget what song. I'm mad that I'm forgetting the songs. Him, Dreezy, and Black. Spar. I think it's called Spar. After that song, I don't think I heard another song from Dreezy because of how real it was. It was too real.
Too real.
Yeah, it was one of them. It was one
I
of them.
love Dreezy too. Dreezy's
Yo.
fire. She can really rap her ass off.
Yo, rap her ass
I
off.
love Dreezy.
Man. But hey, so where can the people find you?
Instagram, I am K Franklin. I'm on Twitter pretty often too.
Yeah.
Same thing, I am K Franklin. Twitter's where you get your real shit off.
Yeah.
TikTok, DK Franklin. And I'm at, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music,
all
Tidal.
streaming platforms.
All of them.
Yeah, all streaming platforms. We everywhere.
Again, we
We
thank
worldwide.
you. We thank you for being
Bless
here.
me, yeah. Thank you, bro.
Thank you for having me. For real, I appreciate it.
It's
Appreciate it.
incredible. Blessings, into your future endeavors.
Yeah.
Sir.
We can't
Appreciate
wait
it.
to hear more music. Go run his music video up. Go run his song up. Then I key.
Been a key.
I know. And we need to see some, some challenges to it on TikTok or something. I need to see something. That's
You
that.
gonna see him?
Yeah, I know. I
Okay.
know we are. We got to.
Sure.
It's one.
It's gonna go up.
It's one of those.
It's already going up.
Yeah,
It's gonna
for
keep
sure.
going up for sure.
It's LA, hey man,
Absolutely.
to really go up.
Yo,
You already know.
I'm DAHT.SOUL. That's JT over there.
You're
K Franklin in the building.
K Franklin.
We love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Catch us again soon. West Side.
I can't wait to